Hello everyone, it is the Canadian Futures Trader here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the video. If you have not already, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Reason being, 1, you can be notified when I put out new videos. 2, one of those new videos when I hit 1,000 subscribers will be announcing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so you don't want to miss that. I estimate that will be sometime here in the next few weeks. In today's video, we're going to just be touching on Topstep Traders' new rule. They just introduced it, they kind of eased it in and then went full bore, and now it applies to everybody in the Topstep Trader evaluations. I am talking, of course, about their new 20-second rule. So what is the rule? Very simple. Basically, at least 50% or more of your trades need to last longer than 20 seconds. They are very actively discouraging scalpers who just jump in, take a quick win, and then pop out. Now, this first showed up a few weeks ago. I saw people mentioning it. It was showing up on their trader dashboards, but there was no rules around it yet. There was just a metric that was being tracked as to what percentage of your trades were over 20 seconds. And somebody even said, oh, look, it looks like they're getting ready to introduce a new rule to make things even a little bit tougher. Well, the next thing that happened was Topstep did announce a new rule, but it was only on their pro account. So really quick, if you're not familiar with Topstep Trader, their evaluations are in 2 steps, step 1 and step 2. Step 1 is a minimum of 5 days. Step 2 is a minimum of 10 days. So it's effectively a 15-day evaluation. The rules are a little bit tougher on step 2. I won't get into all of them, but essentially step 1 and step 2 are your evaluation phase. Once you pass, you then have the option of going straight to a funded account, or you can take an intermediary step, which is called the pro account. It is still traded on sim, but once you reach the milestone of either making 5,000 or at any point during it, you can roll that over then to an actual funded account. So the problem that Topstep was running into is that people figured out a way to basically game the sim. If you're not familiar, trading on sim is far more forgiving than trading the actual market. You get far more favorable fills. You don't always get slippage. So what people were able to do was kind of easily breeze their way through the evaluations. But I think what Topstep was even more concerned about was in the pro account, because the pro account is technically traded on sim. But once you start making money, it can be rolled over to a funded account, and that becomes real money. So effectively, if you make that first 5,000, that 5,000 that you made on sim becomes real money. So in order to thwart these people who were sort of gaming it and basically trying to take advantage of the sim and its favorable fills, they introduced the 20-second rule originally only on the pro accounts. You couldn't make less than 50% of your trades be under 20 seconds. Well, that was a few weeks ago, and I saw today, I'm not sure when they made it official, but it sounds like it was just in the last day or two. It's currently the end of May 2021. It now applies to the evaluation phases as well. So step 1, step 2, and the pro accounts, at least half of your trades have to be longer than 20 seconds. Now, their arguments are the following. 1, most people, this won't affect whatsoever, and I somewhat agree with that. Even myself, like I consider myself a scalper, but for the most part, I'm not in and out in under 20 seconds. Sure, some trades do work out quick, but not more than half of them. So something like this really wouldn't affect me and probably doesn't affect most people and the way they trade. Their second argument, and I take it for what it's worth, they say that they see, I forget the exact percentage, but it's something like 96% of traders who try to scalp end up ultimately failing based on their own statistics. I don't know that that's actually true, but whatever, that's kind of their justification. Now, I think, so here you see a screenshot. This is actually from Topstep Traders Facebook group. Michael Patek, who's the founder of Topstep, he's very active in the Facebook group, so I give them that. I think they do a lot to reach out and kind of interact with the people that are in their valuations. He specifically says, you can see in this post, basically, we don't want scalpers. Now, that's fair, and I'll give them, again, that fact that he basically says, yeah, we put this rule in place because we want to completely discourage anyone who trades in this style from, working with us. Like, we don't want your business, essentially. So, kudos on that. if you read through the Facebook group, and by the way, so this Facebook group is a closed group, so you have to, like, whatever it is, apply to get in, but anyone can enter. You don't have to be in a Topstep combine. There's a lot of people in the group who are just thinking about it and have questions, so anyone can apply to get in. Just if you want to find it and join, you're welcome to. I don't participate. I'm part of it, but I just, like, watch it. I don't always have the nicest things to say about it. I'll leave that for a different video at some point, but point being is there is the new 20-second rule. Topstep defends it. They say it's because they don't want people who are doing short-term scalping, and they feel like it doesn't lead to long-term success. I suspect it's based more on the fact that they were getting killed a little bit on people going through the pro account, using short-term trading, and then cashing out and basically moving on, and maybe restarting and going through the evaluation again, and basically taking advantage of the sim and its favorable fills. So I see it, their business, they're allowed to set whatever rules they want. On the negative side, Topstep was already, I would say, probably the toughest one to pass, just because of some of the rules they have, such as having like a two-step phase. You basically have to reach the goal twice in order to pass. As well with them, as with some others, if you hit, say, your daily loss limit, you actually lose, like you break a rule and you're done. Whereas with some of the other programs, it just stops you from trading for the day and you can still continue on the next day. And now they have this rule. Again, it's not something you would hit and like break a rule, but it is another kind of metric that you need to meet. It just kind of adds an additional rule. So I just wanted to point out that this is out there. I'm sure lots of people aren't even aware of what this is. I just happen to kind of see the discussion a lot lately in their Facebook group. People definitely not happy about it, even those who weren't necessarily taking advantage of the sim. It's just people feel like the last thing they need is one more thing that they need to abide by with Topstep. I will say, just completely unrelated to the 20-second rule, Topstep's been doing a lot to kind of increase what it is that they offer. They recently introduced something called Coach T. It's basically an automated coach. I don't know how valuable it is. Basically, you can set some metrics for yourself, like don't take more than 6 trades a day and whatever. I haven't looked too much at it because I haven't been with Topstep for several months. And it doesn't necessarily stop you from entering trades, but it kind of gives you a little scorecard at the end of the day as to how you did relative to your plan. So I guess it's valuable. Like I said, they are trying to add to their product, but the point of this video really was just to draw people's attention to it. So if you maybe were with Topstep in the past and then you sign up with them again going forward, you're not surprised by this. You've at least heard about it. Or if you found this video because you did hear about it and you're wondering what is this 20-second rule, there you go. Simple as 50% of your trades need to be greater than 20 seconds. And it does show on your Topstep Trader dashboard your count and what your percentage is. That's basically it, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe. Getting close. We're going to do that giveaway. And I will see you in the next video.